Hey guys, my name is Garza. I'm 26 and I'm a photographer based out of Brownsville, Texas. One of my first times when I was shooting at concerts. Oh man, I was so bad. I had no idea how to really work a camera in low light. I had no understanding of what ISO or aperture, any of that stuff meant. So most of my photos were coming out blurry or too dark, and I didn't really understand why. So I pretty much do a little bit of everything in photography. I do family, I do street, I do architecture, I also do mostly concert photography. My favorite ones, of course, are going to be concert and street photography. Those are when I'm in my zone, something I really enjoy to do. I don't really have a style just yet. I really just build upon things that I see or ideas that I come up with and just kind of go from there. What I really like to do, of course, I love my black and whites and I love high contrast. I guess if that would be some sort of style to have, I guess that's what I would say is mine. One of my favorite photographers right now is also a YouTuber. His name's Sheen Tuck. He went to Africa and he's also a street photographer. His story is pretty good. You should check him out if you do get the chance. Really good stuff. Love him because of his high contrast, and I love that he also explains how and why he took the individual shot in his videos. So since I did pick up gig work a little later on in my photography career, the farthest place I have traveled is we had a guy pay for us to stay in Austin, and what he wanted was for us to shoot photos of his landscape work so he could put them on billboards and stuff. So somewhere in Austin, there's a couple of our photos on those electronic billboards, which I think is kind of cool. But he was a really nice guy. He paid for all of our stuff. We got paid there. He took us out to eat. You know, he wined us and dined us. So it was pretty cool. Really cool experience. Have that confidence. That's something that I really strive for when I'm shooting photos, because you know, when you have clients or when you're doing a gig, you want to make sure that the people around you feel confident with what you're doing. And you'll see that on the other side of the camera, right? You'll see them smiling and actually being interactive with you if you show that confidence. So that's something about me that I really hold high up there, so I can make sure that I'm producing my best quality of work. My bag, this is my second camera, but this is my baby, Nikon D750. Attached to it, what I have is a 50mm 1.8. I mean, it's pretty much the basic lens everybody gets, right? Another thing I have is my 70-300. This was actually a gift. Well, kind of a gift. It was more of a trade, but then he kind of just gave it to me as a gift. Really good for compression, really good for sniping shots, right? Sometimes you just need that long distance, right? You can't just do everything with a 50. Then I have another gift that my buddy of mine gave to me. He found this at a pawn shop. Doesn't use Nikon at all, so he went ahead and gave it to me. It's really good. It's a good substitute for a 24-70. So I have my ND filter. I do shoot a lot of times in the morning, and what happens there is that, you know, you want to open your aperture really wide, and you can't have that you can't do that because there's so much sun, right? You can only raise your shutter speed so much. So this really helps out with that. And of course, I have my flashes. Now, this is just one of them. I have 3 of them, and these guys come in handy for everything. If I need to fill in the eyes, even on a sunny day, I go ahead and use this. What this is a Yongnuo speed light. It's the Mark IV. I have 3 of these also for portrait work, right? And they really do come in handy. They may not be as fast as I would like to, but sometimes you don't really need that speed. You just need that extra lighting. You have to be organized with your SD card. Yeah, I use pretty much all SanDisk. This was just, you know, backup just in case, right? I always have to have an extra backup, even if it's slower than what I initially want it for, just in case something goes wrong corrupting the files. And of course, you need to shoot with 2 cards. I got 2 already done. And I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully within 5 years, I can see myself being a little bit better, being a little bit more motivated to post stuff online, right? Haven't really been posting too much, but I want to see myself more online and be more of a figure on the photography community, such as like Instagram and Facebook. I want to do a lot more street photography as well. That's one of my bread and butters, right? It's taking me out of my comfort zone of like having confidence to go out and take photos of just strangers and going to places you would never think you would go.